The Miraculous Journey of Lisa the Parrot. In a small village nestled among rolling hills, lived Lisa the Parrot, a middle-aged mother whose heart was heavy with grief. Her only daughter, living in the next city, had fallen victim to a mysterious illness that left doctors baffled and hopeless. When news reached Lisa that her daughter had only days to live, she was inconsolable. "You need to calm down, my dear," soothed her husband, Tom Goat, gently placing his hoof on her trembling wing. But a mother's heart knows no bounds when her child is in danger. Despite their poverty, Lisa was determined to see her daughter one last time. All she had was a single egg, a humble offering, but one filled with a mother's love. "At least let me take this egg to her," she told Tom, her voice breaking. "Let her have one last meal from her mother." Choosing the shorter path through the farmlands, Lisa began her journey at dawn. Her first obstacle came at a wide river, where a kind fisherman offered to help her cross. But fate had other plans. In the crossing, the egg slipped and broke. Lisa's heart sank as she watched her only gift disappear into the rushing waters. Through her tears, she sang, "Oh, my precious egg is gone. The last meal my daughter would have known." The fisherman, moved by her sorrow, offered her his finest fish instead. Lisa's spirits lifted slightly, at least she still had something to bring her daughter. But her journey was far from over. A starving hunter, weak from days without food, crossed her path and, before she could protest, devoured the fish. Once again, Lisa's melodious lament filled the forest. "First my egg, and now my fish. My daughter's final farewell dish." The remorseful hunter gave her his strongest walking stick, hoping to speed her journey. Yet this, too, would change hands when she encountered a desperate yam digger with a broken tool. The stick broke in his hands, but he compensated her with his largest yam. Finally, she met a weary herbalist who, famished from his day's work, begged for food. Though it pained her, Lisa's kind heart couldn't refuse. As he ate the yam, she shared her story, her voice carrying all the sorrow of her journey. From egg to fish to stick to yam. Each gift transformed along my path. While time slips through my fingers fast. As my daughter's moments may not last. But here is where God's mysterious ways revealed themselves. The herbalist, having just spent days searching for a rare medicinal herb, recognized the symptoms Lisa described. It was the very illness he specialized in treating. Without hesitation, he accompanied her to her daughter's bedside. Using the herbs he had gathered that very day, he prepared a healing medicine. Within 3 days of taking the treatment, Lisa's daughter made a complete recovery, her strength returning like the morning sun after a storm. What are the life lessons we learn from this tale? 1. What seems like a series of misfortunes may be divine stepping stones to a miracle. 2. Kindness, even in our own moments of despair, can lead to unexpected blessings. 3. God's answers to our prayers often come in ways we least expect. 4. Sometimes losing what we think we need leads us to what we actually need. 5. Every obstacle in our path might be redirecting us toward a greater purpose. As Lisa watched her daughter regain her health, she understood a profound truth: her journey's misfortunes, the broken egg, the eaten fish, the snapped stick, and the shared yam, were not obstacles but divine arrangements. Each loss led her to the one person who could save her daughter's life. God indeed works in mysterious ways, Lisa proclaimed, her heart overflowing with gratitude. He turned my simple egg into a miracle of healing, though not in the way I expected. And from that day forward, Lisa the Parrot shared her story with all who would listen, reminding them that sometimes when we think our prayers are being ignored, they're actually being answered in ways far greater than we could have.
Hey everyone, welcome to Inspiring Talks and Stories. I'm Sammy, and with me is my co-host, Annie.
Hey folks, so excited for today's story.
Totally, we've got a heartwarming tale lined up today, the story of Lisa the Parrot.
Oh, I love this one already. Parrots are fascinating birds.
Right? So, picture this. A small village nestled among rolling hills, and Lisa, a middle-aged parrot mother, is dealing with some heavy grief.
Her daughter's sick, right? That must be so tough. I can't imagine.
Exactly. Her daughter's in the city, suffering from a mysterious illness. Doctors are stumped.
Oh no, and Lisa gets the news that her daughter's only got days to live. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. Her husband, Tom Goat, tries to comfort her, but you know a mother's heart can't be calmed when her child's in danger.
Totally. So, what does she do? I mean, they're not exactly well off.
Lisa, determined to see her daughter, decides to take an egg to her, a simple but heartfelt gift.
I love that. Sometimes the simplest gifts mean the most.
Exactly. She sets out at dawn, and her journey begins. Her first big challenge is crossing a wide river.
And she meets a fisherman, right? Does he help her out?
Yes, he does offer to help her cross, but as fate would have it, the egg slips and breaks.
Oh no, I can imagine her heart just sinking. That was all she had for her daughter.
Exactly. But the fisherman, moved by her sorrow, gives her his finest fish. Her spirits lift, if only a little.
That's kind of him, but her journey's just beginning, right?
Yeah, soon she encounters a starving hunter who ends up devouring the fish.
Wait, what? The hunter just took it? That's wild.
It was a desperate moment. But the remorseful hunter gives Lisa his strongest walking stick.
And let me guess, something happens to the stick too?
You got it. She meets a yam digger who breaks the stick, but he gives her his largest yam.
What a roller coaster. And then there's the herbalist, right?
Yes, a weary herbalist who's famished. Lisa, ever kind, shares the yam and tells her story.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Totally. The herbalist realizes he knows how to treat her daughter's illness. He's got the cure.
That's incredible. So he goes with Lisa to her daughter?
Exactly. And within 3 days, his medicine heals her daughter completely.
Wow, so every misfortune led her to the right person at the right time. That's amazing.
It really is. Lisa realizes that the journey's trials were divine arrangements. Her simple egg became a miracle.
And she shares her story, reminding everyone that sometimes prayers are answered in unexpected ways.
Exactly, Annie. It's a beautiful reminder of faith and perseverance.
Absolutely. Well, folks, that's our tale for today. Thanks for tuning in to Inspiring Talks and Stories. Tell us how you feel in the comments and spread the story by sharing. Have you subscribed? Don't forget this time.
Well, we have a lot more in stock for you. Catch you in our next incredible tale coming soon. Till then, keep watching and wondering.